Hello and welcome to my space here. My name is Lindsay. This is my channel, A Piece of Gaia, and today we are going to do a reading on what I was hearing was coming through was a message about a tree and what is the bird in that tree and what is the mycelium beneath your feet here. So we're going to go ahead and get you a tree. So I hope y'all are doing well today, having a lovely day. And let's see what tree you have to pick from for today. Okay, you have the fern elder, the Lewis rowan, the yew, and the ash. Timestamps will be listed down below in the description and in the comments, and I will see you in your selected reading. Hello to those of you that selected the fern alder tree. Alright, so first off, I'm hearing this tree has some kind of a message for you. There is a message within this tree. There are roads converging. I hear there are different paths to go on. One is lit, one is dark. I'm also seeing the energy of a balance between two sides. I'm hearing conflicts resolved. I'm also hearing that there will be resolution brought to something. So let's go ahead and see what is the bird in your tree. Okay. What bird spirit is in this fern elder tree? I think I'm spelling that or saying that wrong too. I think it's Farron or something. Pronouncing it incorrectly. What bird would like to join us? It's too many birds in our tree. We just need the one. Just need the one. That one wants to come out. Okay. So the rock pigeon or feral pigeon. Okay. These are pretty much all over the place. Ooh, I kind of like their call, the low muffled call. It's cute. So there's something about that. This message that's coming through is maybe a muffled, maybe someone is, there's something about hearing something subtly. There's something subtle about this message that's going to be coming through for you. I'm also seeing the city, a tree in the city. This is where this bird sometimes chooses to be. Okay. So I'm also seeing the kind of striations in the background of this tree, and it's kind of looking like it's kind of giving me like there's this backdrop or there's this cover over something. I'm also hearing a message of the energetic field that this tree, that is kind of a metaphor for you. Okay, we're dealing with you being the metaphor for this reading. You're the tree. This is the energy within you. Okay, out kind of on the outside of you or in your branches, in your hands. Okay. So what's in your hands is that you have the ability to have a lot of balance fluctuating from different worlds. Like, it doesn't bother you so much to analyze the patterns and fit in well with situations. And I'm also seeing that as like those matrix lines on the movie The Matrix, where it's like this coded information. So I'm seeing this as like there's certain codes that are being subtly applied to you right now, then you're getting subtle downloads, I'm feeling. So maybe this is also just when you're going about your day. I see this bird just bobbing along, going about its day and getting the information that it needs. Okay. I'm also seeing the red eye of the bird is showing me that its connection of being able to view things from a very basic, or viewing things from the place that they start is what I'm hearing. The pink legs are showing me there's something to do with forward motion that will be involved with something about friendship here. I'm also hearing flirting. Something about the balance, black, white, the balance of duality, the balance of feminine, masculine is coming through as well. Hearing something to do with a bar, wearing overalls, something to do with picking up the bill. Okay, that's coming through. All right, well, let's go ahead and see what is the mycelium beneath your feet, and then we will get into your tarot message. What is the mycelium beneath those that chose group 1 and connected with this alder tree? Oh, goodness. Okay, so we got this one here, number 21, Staggy Ink Cap, Growth and Destruction Cycle. So yeah, beginning and end, that's also coming through, like the beginning, the end, the black, the white, the duality. I'm also seeing this from a perspective of something coming to an end with the number 21, a cycle ending, a big cycle ending, and you moving on to smaller things. Or I'm seeing the details, the drips, also the layers. There's looks like scales to me, so it's like scaling up the mountain, something about hiking. I'm seeing that your mental space is very much connected to the feet, your feet beneath you. I'm seeing there's something about you walking up a hill, walking in nature, walking in places that help with your understanding of the world around you. This really clears your mind. I'm hearing a plane going overhead. I'm hearing very daring. I'm hearing very trusting. I'm hearing daredevil. I'm hearing escapism. I'm hearing up at these heights, something about it being up at a very high height. I'm feeling like this bird would possibly have a nest very, very high in the tree, or very high on a building. So I'm feeling this very high perspective of growth that you're seeing. And in order to see that, something had to fade away. Some old things I'm seeing in the red eye. You had to identify what was in your root chakra, what your programming was, your coding was from the beginning, and you had to rise up, you had to scale up, you had to climb a mountain, you had to change something about something. And that is what is now a base beneath you, is this cycle that is over. You've used this to the best of its ability. I feel like it's really going to nourish you now. It's going to give you a good footing for what is up ahead. Yeah, I'm also hearing from the pigeon, very prepared, very adaptive. I'm also hearing very friendly. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get you some messages from the Light Seers Tarot. What message do those that selected number 1 here need to hear? How can we connect the messages we've already heard so far? Messages for the alder tree, please. Alder tree spirits, messages from the tree spirits. I heard you have to cut the deck, you have to look within, you have to go in the layers. I'm seeing the inside of the tree. Age brings wisdom. There's more messages within. There's something about that, messages within. Okay, we have the Temperance card coming through. Number 14, we have the Knight of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. So already this reading is basically the tree energy that you are connecting with right now. The bird in the tree and the mycelium beneath your feet. This is all about the balance of the body, the mind, the balance of the energy that you have within you, the balance that you have between the reciprocity of others. There is something to do with working together as a group to achieve a certain goal here, to achieve more balance. Are you giving as much as you're taking in this? You need to reassess this constantly. There is someone coming towards you in love. They are seeing this side of you. They're seeing this growth in you. I'm also feeling the Six of Pentacles is showing me that there's something about being offered an opportunity to keep continually making money or continually working on these physical projects to manifest more money, more. I'm also hearing paying the bills as something that paying, because I looked at that as a dark bill. So I'm feeling like there's a hard road, a hard lesson to learn on something that you've already learned, I feel. And now we've gotten to the point where we're getting messages from the angel here in this, because I feel like we've dealt with some parts of things that we're not yet dealing with so much of the dark energy. I feel more light-hearted, light energy, but there is this balance. So we definitely need to take a look at the next cycle, the cycle beneath our feet, the cycle that is maybe dripping and ready to face its end, face its time. Maybe something needs to be reworked, something needs to be added on, an accomplishment needs to be recognized. But mainly this is all about the balance of the duality and the aspects of, good, evil, light, dark, feminine, masculine, what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad, all those things, and how we can separate ourselves so much. But we need to still remember, the mycelium is saying we are always connected no matter how much we separate ourselves from anything that was of the past. So the destruction and the growth go together. They equal up together. And the tree says, I cannot grow without the death beneath my feet. I cannot build new without what is old beneath my feet. And the bird is saying that, like, it cannot communicate the bird cannot communicate in any other language than it has. It has its certain call, it has its certain sound. So there's a certain frequency that you're tuning to, your body is tuning into. You may also be feeling this physically on some level, and this is showing you the cycle. Okay, and also it's saying discharge the negative energy. Also, I'm hearing discharge the negative energy, get into a very loving, peaceful state. I'm also hearing love like you have never been hurt. Love like you have never seen things built. Like I'm hearing like there is this very giving, kind heart that wants to contribute to the situation. And it has guidance by its side. There's something about you being guided at this time, and there's a forward motion that is being taken, and it's getting very fluid, but it has this very heart-centered energy. You're wearing your heart on your sleeve at this moment in time. And also, maybe even this is mirroring around you. Maybe there is also another person coming towards you in this energy, wanting to acknowledge you, wanting to have an equal relationship with you, wanting to be the balance to the other half of whatever your energy is at the moment. There's something coming through with that. Okay. All right, well, that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me in this energy. And if you feel so called and you'd like to come out and see me again, I do this every Tuesday and Saturday. I upload at 6 p.m. Central Time. All right, have a lovely rest of your day. Bye-bye. Hello, welcome to those of you that selected group 2 here with the Lewis Rowan, number 2. All right, so this reading is all about what is the bird in your tree and the mycelium beneath your feet. So basically, what is supporting you and what are some messages that are coming through. All right. I did not mean to rhyme, but that just happened. All right. So far what I am feeling this first of all, just intuitively coming through the name Lewis is showing me something of the past, something that you attached yourself to, something that will always be a part of you. There's this residual, always will be a part of you, but it is kind of a lingering energy that is of the past. These orange colors are showing me it will always be sprinkled in your sacral chakra, and you can choose to love this, you can choose to honor this, you can cut this free, but there will always be little lingering energies that we must look at positively along our journey, because there may be something very negative that's associated with it, and it has other strings that are attached to it. So we must honor all the things that we are attached to so that our journey can go along smoothly and we don't incur any more future karma that is not so much going to be a part of our journey moving forward. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and see what bird is in your tree. What is the bird that would like to come through for the rowan tree? All right, we have this little bird here. This is a fox sparrow. Adorable. That is very much like if a fox turned into a bird all of a sudden. Yeah, this little bird's all over the place. He's just all over. I mean, I may even be hearing it right now, but I think that's a chipmunk. That main chirping sound in the background, that is a chipmunk. So these are 2 different types. This one's from California, it says, and then this one's from Taija. I don't know. All right, so what I'm getting from that here, it says faint or no wing bars. Okay, so there's a big bill on something. Something is, there's a lot of expenses going out on one thing or another. I feel like this has kind of got you feeling a little overwhelmed, lightheaded. I'm feeling that, like I had said about the positivity of the past and the strength that are attached to it, I'm feeling that someone also kind of might have a big mouth about something. They may be spreading rumors. This may be on the other. I'm seeing this as like someone far away from you is doing this, but it is within, still we all are all on the internet. So I don't know if this person's saying anything about you online or you're having any trouble with that, but I'm seeing. All right, so if there's someone that you do not trust, okay, about what they're saying, what their actions are, anything like that, this tree is offering you protection. This bird is giving you a little bit of a warning about this situation and letting you know that no matter what they say, they are a small situation compared to the big energy of what is the main part of your life. So this is just a little glimpse into something, but I'm also feeling like the fox energy is wanting to be sneaky and get into your energy. So I'm hearing to take care of the wounds that you have, as far as things that you need to heal about that sacral chakra, things that you need to heal about yourself, anything to do with the attachment that you've had pretty much past the point of birth. And if there's anything that you need to work on, on your own self-care work, it's very powerful at this time to be able to do that. It's going to kind of lessen the effects of the energy coming in from this other person. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. And also connecting with any deity at this time that is very important to you. There is a time within your dream time as well that you're very connected to something, and this even suggests that there is a lot of astral traveling. I feel that is in your energy, and whether or not you're aware of this or not, it might be happening, and you're traveling to destinations during your dreams, and this is connecting with people that you may not even really know on a physical level, but they are there. They're a part of your energetic field. This can affect you in some way. It can, it's duality here. It can affect you negatively and positively, right? But hopefully, it all comes to some type of a balance. And I'm seeing with that bird, the message is, I trust my wings. I don't trust the branch that I step on. So because this is kind of has flimsy edges to its branches. All right, so yeah, I'm hearing that, trusting your wings, as in what you've equipped yourself with life, the knowledge that you have, really rely on that and feel a sense of security in what you already know, because whatever is being thrown at you right now, it says you can handle it. It's just don't be backing down with kind of a naivete, put forward that it's like, no, I'm standing up for myself, and this is the energy. So you got the mycelium beneath your feet is going with the rosy bonnet here, number 32, define. That pink color is showing me that what we need to define is the parameters of the connections that we bring into our heart space. Who are we going to be open with? Because I feel like there's something about enemies with this tree. Okay, when we see this tree, we need to, like this morning after I saw that, I had put on my black bracelets before I did my spiritual work, because while I'm doing that spiritual work, there's also an element of doing protection magic when you're doing your other magic. So I feel like with this tree, it's coming through to say that the dark magic or the dark energy that this enemy is trying to make themselves, even with that word enemy, like they're trying to be in opposition to you, this is not working. It's not going to work, because you have this only so much space, this defined space within your heart center. I'm feeling within the auric field of your chakras. There's only so much space within that energy field that you're going to be able to let certain things in, because you're very picky about what you let into your auric field. And I'm seeing with that number 32 that this will change soon, and this will wash away. This will not be in your life. And I feel like there may be a sibling or someone that is very close to you that may be able to ring in the energy of this. They'll be able to tell you something about this. And you know, as I'm saying that, I'm looking out my window and there is a tree. There is a rowan tree right out here. So I feel that it's going to be right in front of you. It's going to be almost blatantly obvious that what's going on, and you'll be able to put a stop to it real quickly. And just with your energy, I just feel like the more you also show compassion and love and self-care for yourself as well, with that pink color, you know, it's showing me a rose quartz. You know, the more, and maybe even working with rose quartz might be a really good idea right now. But also it's just like love yourself, love others, and the more you're open about that, it will wash away this other energy, because I'm seeing this over the light overcoming the dark in this, the light overcoming the dark. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and get more messages here from the Light Seers Tarot. You know, in this reading, I felt a lot of stuff in my throat chakra, and I'm feeling like I need to mention that because of what I was saying about the words coming through, someone talking about you, and I'm feeling like I'm being kind of halted. Like I feel like there's something about someone's spell, someone's magic, someone's energy that is trying to silence someone. They're trying to keep someone from not saying something. It's like the more that you are not involved in this in any way, it will take care of itself. Okay, so it's something that's like ran off the rails, and like, okay, people are going to notice. It's going to be noticeable. It's not like some underhanded scapegoat stuff. This is a very noticeable thing that's going to happen, and you'll get out of the situation. Because I feel like you're kind of maybe sensing that something is kind of up with whatever's going on in your life, and you're like, what is this weird feeling I'm feeling? And it's gonna work itself out. And I just think that you're attached to the situation in some energetic way, that it may feel like you could pick up on it, but it's not gonna bother you. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Pretty much everything I just said. It's like the cards are like, yeah, pretty much everything you just said is we're just gonna lay it out in pictures, and you know. All right, so something very close to you, close at home. I feel like there's this celebration, and this one kind of wanted to come out in the reverse a little bit, and I was like, okay, well, you know, something at home. There's something connected to the home that's there's some kind of an issue there. And then we have the Devil card that comes out. So I'm like, okay, well, this particular Devil card is like someone is pulling the strings, okay? And then the Three of Cups is showing me that it may be a friendship, someone that's close to you, someone that you have celebrated with in the past, that you've had a very close connection with, a soul bond, if you will. This person may be a feminine connection. This person could be a mother. This person could be just someone that is very connected to this deeper part of yourself. So I'm also being directed back to those messages about the dreams. Okay, the connection with the dream time is very potent. This is a time when you're entering another world. You're going into more of a fluid space. This is when also the identity of duality is null and void. It doesn't exist. It's like you slipped through this other layer to where things in this realm that you go to astrally the rules don't apply. Like Saturn rules don't apply in this dimension or this field of energy that you slip into, okay? But in that, I feel that we've opened up a sort of gateway, okay? And when that happens, I'm seeing this tambourine, it being like not that big of a size to really even fit through yet. I feel like it's a leak. There's a leak in the astral field that is spilling over into your daily life here. So there's something about it kind of mirroring itself as well. I'm seeing the surface of the water, and then the above, it's like it kind of has this mirroring effect if you look at it from the right angle. So it's like, depending on the perception that you have about the situation, it could appear like it is yours or it's not yours. Like, can you fit through that? Is it for you? Like, I'm also seeing that this metaphor that this doctor gave once, where she was talking about how certain fats don't fit into your digestive body, and that's why you shouldn't eat these. And she was like using these examples of like a star shape and a cube shape and like child's play toys, and it's like this is like the codes within your body. So there's something about that, about what you eat, also maybe an issue here. Maybe we're not eating enough foods that are specifically designed for our body and our digestion. Maybe they're too processed, and that by me might be messing with our I'm hearing messing with our headspace. Also being able to be easily manipulated because there's some type of brain fog maybe possibly going on, because if we eat too much like high fructose corn syrup or trans fats, or there's also something with wheat. If you eat too much wheat, it passes through the blood-brain barrier, and there's something about brain fog about this. So I'm feeling like maybe we're eating too many processed, starchy, carbohydrate foods right now that might be just one little bit of an issue that could be solved by doing that, so that the people that we're hanging out with and the situations that we're around maybe are maybe we're missing something. There's something missing, there's something hidden that we're not picking up on, that it might be very close to home. It might feel at the moment like it's okay. It's like, but then there's in the distance this kind of dust storm I'm feeling building up. So it's like, let's get inside, let's get away from whatever's going on, because there's some kind of event or something that I'm just sensing with this. It's like there's two specific areas of your life that could be affected if we engage with that negative kind of energy or attach ourselves too much to something that isn't ours. It's like letting the not my circus, not my monkeys phrase just blanket over the energy when it really comes to you, okay? So that is what I'm feeling from that. All right, well, that is all I have for you in this reading. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you feel so called, come out and see me again sometime. All right, bye-bye. Hello to those of you who chose the yew tree here, number 20. Lovely energy with the yew tree. So I'm feeling already the tree that you live in might be a tree that occupies the notion of reincarnation. Yes. So I'm feeling there is this kind of rebirth to your energy, a bringing back to life, but first we have to eliminate what needs to die off in the energy, what we need to say goodbye to, so that we can usher in the energy of the new. So this is the step before the new comes. This is the Grim Reaper phase of the situation. So this gnarled kind of looking tree here, but also that the energy is really asking for it to be admired. It's like this work of art, which I feel like is often misunderstood, because you can interpret the heck out of it, but do you really know what death is, right? So and do you know what art is? Were you in the head of the artist when they were creating this? It's like you could interpret as much as you want behind this whole thing that we're a part of, but death has its whole nother layer, its whole nother dimension. It is another world that we don't get to really live in. It's like I feel like it could be likened to being alive. Okay, you think about being alive and you're born into this world and you don't know a whole lot. You remember some things, but it's not like you're put on the earth as a child with a past memory of your past life, like instantly, you know everything. I mean, maybe there are the rare few of us that are like that. But in this instance, let's liken it to that you don't really know anything in this life, right? So you go about your life, you do what, you try to solve the mystery of what it is to be alive. And it is just like that when you die, supposedly, okay? So there's this passing on of the energy. And I feel like just me even talking about this, maybe we are getting more familiar with more of the depths of what that might be like. I mean, maybe you are a Scorpio, maybe you have a connection to the Taurus energy as well, and you want to get more into the manifestation ability, so you're really dealing with the polar opposite and the magnetizing of things. So you're drawing in what it is to be under the ground, you know, the real depths and the density of what it is to have that energy of money, you know, and how it can really take up a lot of space, a lot of ground. It can really occupy the earth, you know, so it is an earth frequency. All right, so let's go ahead and see what is the bird in your tree here. What bird wants to come through for the you? Also, just the name of the you. I feel like you're getting to know yourself a lot more these days. And there you go. You have a little yellow bird in your tree. And it is a Wilson's Warbler. All right. So that's kind of like an olive green to it as well. Beautiful. I think I may have seen one of these the other day. There's lots of birds around where I live, and they're getting into their migratory patterns around this time of year, so I'll be seeing a lot more passing through when they're on their way back from Canada. I think this one probably goes to Canada in the summer. So what I'm feeling from that already is there's something that is this bright light in you. I'm also feeling like there is a very small karmic debt. Okay, I'm seeing that one says small bill. I feel like that was related to, you know, the energy of reincarnation and the aspect of karma, you know, and how it can't really be separate from you living this physical life. So I'm feeling that your karmic debt is a small debt to pay. I feel like if you are a masculine watching this, there might be something that you feel is kind of hovering over you or holding you back. Something about wanting to move on or know some information, and you're being blocked from this information. But the reason why I'm feeling is because there's something from the root chakra, the dark aspects of the root chakra, not so much that bright reds, but more of the browns and the dark black energy. So working with those stones could be really important right now. And the connection that you have to the crown chakra will be opened up more if you're, it's like I'm seeing it as I just saw this geese fly overhead, so it was like they were in this triangle formation. Yeah, I'm seeing it as like going up, you know, elevating up. So it's like you're opening up a channel, opening up like a pressure valve. I'm seeing it like a pressure valve. Yeah, like you open one end and then it can flow. So that's kind of like the energy flow of the body. So I'm seeing that as like you uncorking something or working something out in the root chakra, and then the energy just shoots through and you're able to receive that information through your crown chakra. Interesting. So the bird in your tree really wants to illuminate the fact that your sacral chakra not only is illuminating from this point on, but is solving some major issues that are lurking below. And then we'll look at the mycelium beneath your feet that is connecting this as well. What is the mycelium beneath you? All right, we have number 29, octopus stinkhorn reveal. All right, so we got a little bit of a animal spirit energy coming through with octopus energy. So I'm seeing that as like the octopus being upside down. So it's like revealing its soft spot, revealing its beak, revealing its many thoughts, its many brains, its many processes, releasing and giving up what it's holding on to, revealing what it has a hold on to. That seems to be relevant in some way. Yeah. I see this as like a gate guardian with the 29 equaling 11. It's a guardian into this world. This is like this whole nother world that it's revealing to you, and you can walk through this gateway if you choose to or not. I'm thinking those that selected this might work with the energy of death in some way. They might also be a medium. You might do mediumship, or you might be good at mediumship. The red and the black is connecting me back to a message from group 1, I believe, within actually all these readings have had something to do with the root chakra, and I think it's just because the nature of the tree and how we're talking about the mycelium, and it really wants to talk about the roots, and what's in our roots is the thing that makes us, and what makes us will be revealed through the actions that we show in the world. So it's like it's going to become very evident. Like I'm seeing like psychology becoming a little bit more open. I'm seeing more of a collective aspect of a reading coming through in this group, where we're all kind of having this revelation of, it's going to be very evident, easy to see like people's psychological disorders, or see people's problems, or people's past, and maybe even reading minds. I feel like a lot of people are going to be very connected to that. And psychic abilities are going to become more of just the norm, is kind of what I'm hearing. And the tail often raised. Yeah, the stories that you'll be telling yourself from how you were raised or how you grew up, I feel, are going to be revealing a part of yourself that you're willing to let go of. There's something that you're willing to let go of, that you're willing to tell a different story, that you're willing to see something in a brighter light. Okay, let's go ahead and get you some tarot here. What other energies need to come through for those that selected group 3 here with the youth? We have the Lovers in the reverse. We have the Four of Swords in reverse. We have the Five of Cups upright and the Ten of Wands. So there's a choice that is kind of in a stalemate at the moment that we have yet to make, and is feeling like it's going to be made for us by the energetic field. And it's because we're really not feeling like we want to make any choice right now at all. Or more in the aspect of the loss. And I'm feeling like this resting period has gone on for quite a while. I feel like we're very close to home. We're very in our nest. I see someone in their bed laying down in this position. I'm also seeing this as like some garlands on the headboard of the bed. I'm also seeing like someone being dissatisfied with their spirituality at this point. These singing bowls are showing me that they're kind of strewed about. They're not ornately displayed or treated with reverence. They're just kind of mistreated, strewn about, disorderly, and there hasn't really been any I'm feeling like someone needs to clean their room up. They need to act as if they need to put themselves in the position of cleaning up yourself, cleaning up your makeup that's dripping from your eyes. Maybe you've been crying a little bit. Maybe there's an energy of you being depressed. I'm also feeling like there is definitely some kind of loss. Okay, that's coming through. Loss of a friend. I'm seeing a breakup. Okay, you had to move away. Okay. You're feeling like it's just going to be shown. You're going to be revealing yourself. You're just going to be, you can't hide the way that you feel, because it's all that it is. It's all consuming. I feel the energy is all consuming. It's draining, kind of. I'm seeing this life force kind of draining out of her. Yeah. I feel like you're attaching yourself, the yellow color. See the yellow? It's like, this is the bird of warning, okay? Or what did I say in the cat reading? I was like, oh, that's corny. Oh yeah, the bird of warning. Or like the word of warning, the bird of warning. So the bird is like, remember what I saw, because future and reading the future, it can always change. There's aspects of it that can always change. This doesn't have to be you. The bird of warning comes in to say, hey, looks like we're going down this road. Watch out. Keep your self-esteem high. Keep your head held high in this situation. But I feel like also there's an element of being sensitive with yourself and being sweet, and that olive color is going into the heart chakra here and showing me that it's okay to feel like this. It's okay if you get stuck in this place for a little while. Doesn't matter what other people say. You need to honor and appreciate that side of yourself that actually can feel, that can go there, because on the other side of this is the bright light. It's like you can't really see the happy times without really feeling this sadness, really feeling this loss. And if maybe you are making light of that, maybe this is a time to really sink into that, really give it its full time. I mean, almost too much time, I'm feeling, because grief is something that needs to take time. Just like I feel death is another lifetime, this kind of thing needs to be taken in with a certain degree of reverence of time. Okay, so whatever choices that you need to make at this time, this is asking me here in this card to don't attach yourself to the idea of this being about another person, but think within your individual energy of the balance that you have to make these decisions, because there's something that we haven't connected with, that grief process. I'm also seeing the Four of Swords coming through here of the original depiction and showing me that we need to become a part of those that have passed and feel that energy, connect with that energy, What is it that we need to be a part of that is very close to us so that we can officially send it on its way, let it have its journey, let it have its time? Because I'm feeling like, yes, you are attached to this so much, but there's this energy of also letting it go so that it can be detached from you and take on its new life. So it's not energetically so attached to you, setting it free and wishing it well into its new reincarnated state that it's going to be in, because energy is recycling itself. And with that concept alone, you need to think about the idea of the recycling. Because sometimes I feel like it can be an endless, hopeless black hole, a pit of despair that you can get sucked into and not be a recognizable version of yourself. So it's telling you to energetically here, get it right in your mind, in your energy, that you're walking away, gear yourself up, move past this and let this cycle end. Okay. All right. Well, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me in this energy. And if you feel so called, come out and see me again sometime. All right. Bye-bye. Hello to those that selected number 4 here with the ash tree. So this is a reading about what is your tree, first of all, and then you burden your tree and the mycelium beneath your feet in your roots, connecting you. All right. So already I'm seeing with the ash tree that things have been worked out. I'm seeing a literal ashes, like things have been burned away, things have been ceremoniously let go. I'm also hearing you have cremated something. There's something about cremation. I'm seeing photos. I'm seeing a ceremony of letting go. Maybe a cord cutting ceremony. There is a specific person in your life, or I'm also seeing a pet. Maybe we had to let go of a pet and the cremation process, and I'm seeing you putting the ashes in a little vial and a pendant to wear. Okay, that's one message that's coming through. There's also the message of as above, so below, letting something pass on, entering something into a new phase, a new energy. I'm also hearing graduation, moving on into a new energy, a new school. I'm also feeling like there is something happening astrologically with the planet alignments. Okay, we're at this moment in time when you're watching this that is setting you up here for some type of change that's going to be happening. I feel with this 7 leaves, this is a lucky situation, a lucky change. There's also a question coming through that you have. Hopefully I can answer this. Let's go ahead and get some information with the bird in your tree. Bird would like to be in the ash tree here today. Oop. All right. Oh, cute. Look at that little guy. Oh, a lot of colors. I got some red, white, and blue, and black, and he's this very patriotic little bird. For whatever country, I mean, a lot of countries use that color in their flag, but he's patriotic. I see them being patriotic in America and Canada. Okay, well, let's see. A stocky swallow with a short tail. He's a stocky little guy. So he's all over the place. Man-made structures, he puts his nest. Okay. So right away, that red color is really sticking out to me, and it's showing me that there is something I'm hearing turn the other cheek on something that has happened. some event that has happened. Turn the other cheek. And you know, I am getting like a tickle in my throat, and I was about to take a drink of my tea and then I saw a dark throat. So this being a bird that has some blue on it, I feel there's something about your throat chakra, something coming through with that. And I feel like there is something about you holding back what you're saying, holding back, maybe even there's some negative things that we want to talk about, and they might be difficult to say because it's kind of drudging up the past. Because I feel like the root chakra is the lower chakra, and then this red color is up on the throat or the face of this bird, and it's like I'm feeling like it wants to, you want to bring something up from the deep dark past, like of your childhood or something. I'm feeling like also dealing with a parent, talking with a parent. I'm also seeing if a parent has moved on, maybe we need to voice something, we need to talk to them. If you feel at all like you'd like to do that, just know that they are not gone. They're part of the more collective energetic field now. So just ask, just basically ask, put a little meditation energy into it, and connect with this individual if you'd like to speak on something. Maybe there was an injustice, there was something that was done, maybe there's something loving you would like to bring across. Maybe there's just a communication of your day. Maybe you just feel like you want to talk to this person like you used to talk to them, you know, just giving them a bit of the weather. So I'm feeling like that is a part of this. And this bird is kind of yeah, like I don't usually see this bird. It says overhanging ledges, rocky cliffs, forages over fields and ponds. So I'm also feeling like there's this distant energy from you, something in the distance, someone is in the distance. So let's connect you with them here, with the mycelium beneath your feet. What is connecting you here? Whoa. You just want one. Just the one. Okay. So we have turkey tail, block. Okay. And again, I saw this in another reading and I heard turn tail and run, and I'm hearing it with this too. I'm hearing like, just don't be brave. Just exit the situation. Don't try to be the hero in a situation. I'm also hearing block is showing me there you are blocked from something. There is something that is you are feeling blocked from. The number 4 is being, are you blocked from your mother? Are you blocked from your home? Are you blocked in getting forward and ahead in an emotional situation that you don't know how to move forward because you don't know what the right words to say are? There's so many layers to this. There's so many lines that you feel like you could go through and say to yourself, but really, can you say them out loud? And that's coming through. All right, let's go ahead and get you a message here from the tarot. Yeah, I'm also hearing fight or flight. I'm also hearing be appearing larger than you are. But I'm hearing that in inflated ego, someone being an inflated, someone showing you something more of what they are. Okay, now I'm hearing something else about dating. If you're dating someone and their little dating mating dance to you is really trying to make you show a part of you, like they're like, look at me, I'm like this, but it's like you're really sensing that they're not that way. You're probably right about that. The Star, Temperance, the Wheel. Wow, you got all major arcana. Okay, bam. So there's 4 major events, 4 things in your life here that I feel are very indicative of this change that's coming up. This 5 is showing me that is the last one out. That is you, entering into the new energy. So the star, okay, healing, connection, reveal, who are you truly? What is your original authentic self? That is coming through. The balance that you have. I'm seeing this very feminine aspect, this very masculine aspect, but then what does that all look like within you? How can you equally give as much as you take? How could you keep the situation going, but also end what you need to when it comes time to it, walking away and being able to go with the flow of the energy I'm seeing also. So there is something in way of your fortune turning. I feel like maybe you have felt blocked. There's maybe a financial blockage to this. I'm also seeing something about inheritance is coming through as well. I'm seeing there's something about balancing something out and putting it in the right places so that it does not get into the devil's hands. That's what I just heard, because the devil comes after the temperance, and the angels coming through to be like, hey, get balanced, get right, get centered, because the next step off this wheel could be you keeping your hands too idle and dipping too far into this. See the stream of this dark energy. I feel like you could dip off into the dark energy and not really see that light inside of yourself. So this card's coming through to say, remember your healing, remember the things that you've gone through, so that you don't repeat some of the things and create another cycle that is repeating in your life. So it's asking you to find that balance, find that right alchemy, let go of what is needed, bring in what is, we need to balance out, a little give and take in the situation. I'm feeling also. I'm also feeling like that block is a cycle that we've been in. But you're connecting to the right information. I also feel that. And this card is also a fixed card, so that you might also identify with being a fixed sign. You might be in a Scorpio and Leo are fixed, and Aquarius, and then Taurus, right? Yeah. Okay. This coming through with Aquarius energy, you might be an Aquarius. There might be an Aquarius person that is being brought up here. I also feel like this person, specifically if there is a person, they are finding their own balance. They will be communicating with you soon. There is an end to a cycle that they've been in that has been very dark for them. They've felt very blocked, disconnected, and soon they will be able to come to you and talk to you again. And I'm hearing sibling. I'm hearing father figure. Maybe this might be an older brother. This may be somebody who is connected to you from your childhood in some way, but also could be related to you. But I feel 4 major things that are elevating and 4 major problems are getting solved in that process as well. And just it's showing us major arcana coming through. We have 8, 5, 1, 3. So I'm going to give you that as a spirit number. 8, 5, 1, 3. Then I'd like to connect the temperance here to this 5. So I feel like anybody that has passed on recently, this is a new change. This is a past that they passed on recently, that they're in this limbo phase at the moment. They're dealing with the energies of the weighing out of the karmic balance before they get reincarnated, if that makes any sense to anybody. I feel the wheel is going to keep turning. I say no matter what. It's like even with when there is loss, it does not stop turning. The clock doesn't stop when someone passes, is what I'm hearing. So it's like the energetic field always remains in check, in balance, and in the same energies. It's just there is a physical energy also that's coming through with the Saturn energy. I'm hearing there's a physical element to the loss of the life of the physical avatar, but the soul energy I'm feeling has so much energetic weight that the scale doesn't really tip very far when it comes to the energetic exchange of that. Something about that. I'm also hearing ashes to ashes, dust to dust, that saying that they say after. So I'm feeling like there's something ceremonial also that I feel, this process. I'm feeling like there's this process that needs to be honored to fully let go of something, fully engage yourself in the process so that it can be completed. It can be there's no loose ends. Okay. All right, well, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me in this energy. And if you feel so called, come out and see me again sometime. All right, bye-bye.